all, welcome back to Xamarin Tech Talks. Hope everyone are doing good. So today we just come up with a new topic. So we'll just talk about push notifications today, and we apply these push notifications in our Xamarin Forms application. So our topic for today is working with push notifications using Azure Notification Hub, and we'll try to make it something kind of rich notifications by just customizing that notifications. So as for this session, we are targeting right now with iOS, and in the coming session I'll try to make it with Android too. So let's just get started. So I have just split it across this particular session into multiple parts. The first part would be we need to create some necessary certificates and profiles for making this particular push notification to work. So let's just get started with creating certificates and profiles. Just log into developer portal for apple.com, and we'll just try to create a certificate so that I can just use that particular certificate for my push notifications. So here there are two different certificates. So one development certificate which is used to identify or which is used to certify your application, and another certificate which is specifically used to identify the push notifications, that is APNS. So we just need to have two different certificates that to be registered for that particular application or for that particular app ID which is used across this particular app. And we just need to have a profile which will be used to authenticate our application. So let's just get started with creating a normal certificate. So if you see the process of creating a normal certificate, we just need to go to keychain access, and we just need to go and certificate assistant and request for a certificate authority. So we just need to specify the user email ID and the common name. So this can be specified in a proper format so that it can be easily recognized by you, and we just need to put it in the disk. So click on continue. So it creates a certificate signing request. So just save it on your desktop or anywhere. Once that is done, so we just need to click on add on the certificate section. Click on add. We just need to go to iOS app development and click on continue. Just it's an information about how to create that particular certificate signing request file. Click on continue. Choose that particular file. So this particular file here. So choose it, and it generates you a development certificate because we have chosen iOS development. So if you just want to create an ad hoc distribution certificate, you just need to click here app store and ad hoc distribution, and you just need to do the same process. So as I have done creating my development certificate, I just want to go and create an Apple push notification service certificate. For that, I'm just going to click on Apple push notification service SSL, so which is the same navigation flow. I'm just going to certificates and clicking on add. So I'm just choosing Apple push notification service, which is a sandbox one. We just need to have multiple things. So for development purpose, we just target sandbox, and for production, we'll just target for production. So as of now, we are in development stage, so I'm just targeting sandbox. I'm just clicking on continue. So choose app ID, and this whatever the app ID that we have mentioned in the previous screen. So this particular thing is something which is a bundle identifier for your application, so which can be generated using app IDs. So that is a normal generic process, so which is used for your development certificate and development profile, or even production certificate and production profile. So I'm just clicking on continue. So choose the file, choose the same certificate signing request, click on continue. And if you see here, Apple development iOS push notification service, this is of type APNS development iOS, and just click on download. So it downloads, and just tap on that, it installs into your keychain access. After that, once that installation is done to your keychain access, right click on that and just click on export. So it generates a P12 certificate. So it generates a P12 file. So just save it on desktop. Click on save. It asks for a password. Provide a password. This particular thing, P12 certificate, is important for your APNS registration in Notification Hub. So if you are trying to deal with any server side logic other than notification hubs also, you just need to have this P12 certificate with the specific password, so that it will connect to APNS to send a push notifications. So I'm just specifying a password. So if you just go to your desktop, so you can able to see the P12 got generated. So now this is the basic process of APNS certificate creation. So after that, we just need to go and create our development and distribution profile. So in the same way, just click on add, choose iOS app development, click on continue. So choose the app ID, select the developer, and choose the devices that you want to target. So and just select specify the name of that particular profile. So as of now, I'm having already a profile, so I'm just trying to re-authenticate that. So I'm generating and I'm downloading that profile. Tap on that and it will install in your profile section. So if you just want to see where are your profiles got downloaded, so you just need to go to folder in your Mac and choose library and mobile device. So this mobile device is an hidden folder in your library. So just specify that in this format, or else you can just go and show all the hidden files by typing a command line argument in your terminal, and you can just see that particular folder. As of now, we are not targeting that, so we just want to see our profiles. So just type library and mobile device, go to that, you see provisioning profiles. So our profile that we have downloaded now is being added to your system. So just close here. So in this part, we have just seen how to create a certificate, development certificate, and a provisioning profile, and even the push notification certificate. So let's just move to the second part. So coming to the part 2, so in this part we'll just try to create a push notification hub in Azure, and we'll try to specify all the necessary settings there, so that we can just proceed in creating our application. So let's just get started. So log into your portal.azure.com. So you can just see a dashboard here, and after that we just need to go to new and type notification. So you can see a beautiful IntelliSense notification hub. So choose the notification hub, web plus mobile category. So just click on create. So here there are two things that you need to specify. One is your notification hub name and one is your notification namespace. So I'm just specifying my notification hub name. So, and I'm just specifying the notification hub namespace. So I'm just using the same. So choose the location. So let's go to East US, and so you can just create a new user group, or you can just choose an existing user group, and the subscription and the pricing tier. So click on create. So it validates the details, and it actually creates you a certificate. Sorry, it creates you a notification hub. So we'll just click on all resources, and we'll just wait for a minute so that it creates you the notification namespace and even the notification hub. So it won't take much time. So my deployment got succeeded, and we'll see our notification hub and the notification namespace got created. So just click on your notification hub, and you see all the specific properties here. So and here you can able to see all the information related to your telemetry, where what are the devices that got registered, and what are the incoming messages, if there are any errors in APNS, or if there are any errors in the payload. So everything will be registered or monitored here. And we'll just go to apply our APNS certificate here to authenticate our push notification. So for that, we'll just go to access control. Sorry, we'll just go to access policies, and you see these two things which we will be using in our Xamarin Forms application. So where we can just try to deal with this push notification hub. So now we'll just click on properties. So we can able to see all the specific properties, and you see here we are not yet configured with any of our notification services. So we just need to specify that now. So just click on notification services, and you see all the notification services here. And we'll just deal with APNS for now. And we are just clicking on Apple push notification service. So here there are two authentication modes. One is either you can deal with a certificate, or either you can deal with a token. So in developer portal also you can just create in such a way that I'll just go to developer portal, and if you see here, let's go to certificates. We have Apple push notification authentication key, and so you can just try to create some token based process also here, so that rather than going with certificates, you can just go even with tokens also. You can see you can use these tokens as an alternative to certificates for your notification requests. So you can just try to create even in that process also, but for now we deal with certificate. So click on certificate. So we just need to choose the APNS certificate. We just need to remember that we should not select the development certificate. We need to choose the APNS certificate we just created just now, and we have exported that as a P12 file. That should be a P12 file, and just open that. After that, just specify the password of that P12 file, and once the password is entered, so you just need to specify the application mode. So what is the mode that we have used? It's a sandbox. Just click on save. So it updates your notification hub, and you can see even a certificate thumbprint got created. So we are not dealing with that particular thumbprint, but it's infrastructure usage. So now we'll just go to overview. So now we have registered, we have created a push notification hub, and we have applied our push notification service to the notification hub. So if you just see here, there is a test send, which you can use for sending test notification service, test notifications to your device, registered devices. So you can able to see all the settings, so on all the platforms. So if you just tap on the specific drop down, you can able to see all the platforms. If you click on Apple, so this is what the JSON payload that will be pushed to your device. So this is the specific format. So there is a predefined format for every particular platform, so you just not violate that particular platform, otherwise you can able to see that bad requests, so and even that notification won't reach to your device. So this is the specific JSON payload format, and there are certain other properties, so which we'll be discussing in the coming parts. So so this is the place where we can just send your test notification. So now we have created the notification hubs and all. So now we'll deal with creating Xamarin Forms application. So now in part 3, so we'll just see how to create a Xamarin Forms application and just apply this push notifications. So we'll just start now. So click on new on your Xamarin Studio and just choose Xamarin Forms app. Click on next. Push notification. So I'll just put that in desktop. And just click on create. So it creates your basic solution structure. So let's just wait for a minute. So our package has got successfully restored, and so right now we just need to configure our iOS application for registering push notifications and even for accepting push notifications. For that, we'll just go to our iOS project and we just need to write some piece of code here just to register and even identify the notification received and even how it should behave once the notification is received. So as we are dealing with Azure notification hubs, so we just need to include a package. So for that we just need to go to components. So edit components. So we just need to add Azure messaging from your components.xamarin.com. So just add that particular component into your project, iOS project. So once that is added, so we just need to access all the specific notification hub and even the connection string. So for that we'll just try to create a small class. So I'll name that class as constants. So where we'll try to have two specific properties. First one is connection string and the second one is the notification hub name. So we'll just go to Azure. So this is our notification hub name. First we just copy this and we'll just specify that notification hub name. And after that we just need to specify the connection string. So if you just go to access policies in your notification hub, we see two different policies. So with the default listen shared access signature, default full shared access signature. So there are specific permissions also defined. So listen, so if it is the permission type of listen, then it only receives the push notification. So if it is the type of listen, manage and send, it can receive and it can even send the notification. So for the client application, so we just need to have only listen permission. So we are just copying the connection string from here and we'll just paste at the connection string section. So I have just specified the connection string. So this is what your endpoint is. And after that, so we just need to override few methods here. Override register for remote notification is one method. Did receive notification is one method. So which we'll be using now. So for register notifications, we just need to register our application to and we just need to send the device ID. So based on that itself, it identifies your device. So for that, we'll just create a hub name. So SB using Microsoft dot Windows Azure dot messaging Windows Azure dot messaging and SB notification hub, and we'll just name it as hub. And here we'll use this dot hub equals to new SB notification hub, and it takes connection string and the notification hub path. So for that, as we have created the connection string and the notification hub path, we are passing that here. So we have created the instance for notification hub, and after that we just need to register the device. So this dot hub dot register native async, and in that it actually takes three arguments. One is device token and the tags and the callback. So the device token we just need to pass from here, and ns tag. So we just need to ns set, we just need to specify null, and we just need to have an callback if any error occurs. So for that we just have an action method. So we'll say error equals to not equals to null, console dot write line registration failed. So this is for registering your device. If you just want to unregister, this dot hub dot unregister native async. So and we just have only error callback, and we just need to have if any error occurs, we just need to specify that error. So we are not dealing with unregister here, so we are just specifying only register async. So we'll try to do that as a separate method to easily identify. So notification settings. So here we just need to specify the notification settings. So if you are dealing with any specific backward compatibility versions like 9, 8, 7 and all, so we have certain configuration changes happen. So we just need to be pretty sure in even specifying that for precautionary measure, or else if you are targeting only for 10, you can just ignore this. So if UI device dot current device dot check system version, so if it is 8.0, then we'll do one process, or else we'll do another process. So where push settings UI notification user notification settings, dot get settings of string of types. So we have specific types. So if it is, it should be alert, it should be a badge, it should be sound, and the other thing is new ns set. So we are just getting the type. So we just need to accept an alert, we just need to accept a badge, we need to accept a sound also. And after that we just need to specify this push settings object that we have created to register. So UI application dot shared application dot register for remote notifications and remote user notification settings are the two important things. So as we have specified the notification settings, so we'll just choose notification settings and we'll just pass push settings here, and we'll just specify UI application dot shared application dot register for remote notifications. So this is the condition, and this is the place where we just register the push notifications if it is of this condition. So else we'll try to have we'll just try to copy these three things, or else we'll UI remote notification type, notification types, notification types. So UI remote notification type dot alert, UI remote notification type dot badge, else UI remote notification type dot sound. And we'll just pass this for remote notification types. So UI application dot shared application dot register for remote notification types. So we just pass notification types enum. So this is the setting, and we'll just call this method in our finish launcher. So this is the basic setting. I'll try to build our application. Application got built, succeeded, so there are two cases. One, when your application is in foreground, we need to see if there is any push notification happens, and there is one more scenario where your application is completely killed, or it is in background. Means if the app is not there in the background or even the foreground, so then the app is not active. So in such case also we just need to see the remote notification, and we just need to navigate to the application. And if your application is in background, we need to see the notification. If the application is in the foreground, we need to see the notification. So these are the three different scenarios where we can just try to configure application to accept the notification. So when the app is not active, we can able to see the notification, and we can just tap on that, it will navigate to your application, which is a default setting. And if the app is in background, so the same way it is as default, so that it actually shows the notification and we can just navigate to the application. But if the application is in foreground and we need to see the notification in such cases also, so for that we just need to just specify some piece of code where we just need to create a delegate here, so that it actually shows up even when the application is in foreground. So for that, I'm just trying to using user notifications. This is basically a default one. So I'm going to create a delegate. So public class notification delegate. This is of type UN notification. So UN user notification center delegate. So in that we just need to override one particular method. So override did receive notification response. Sorry, you just need to override will present notification. So will present notification. So in that we just need to specify only a single line completion handler, and we just need to pass the type of notification. So UN notification presentation settings dot alert. And so we just need to call this thing. So UN notification user notification center notification center dot current. Let's see. Okay. Dot current dot delegate is equals to new notification delegate. Delegate. That's it. So this will be used when my app is in foreground. It displays my notification as an alert. So as it even displays my notification. Now we'll run the application and we'll see how the notification works. We'll just deploy the application. So our sample application got deployed. So you can able to see that the authorization is came up. So we just need to click on allow, so that the notification can be reached to your device. So, and we'll just go to our Azure portal. We'll click on all resources. So we'll just choose our notification hub, which we have created. I'll try to give a room so that we can just see even our device also. So I'm just clicking on test send. So I'll just choose Apple. So I'm just using the same default payload. So we'll just see in the coming parts by altering this payload. I'm just clicking on send. So you can able to see our push notification got pushed to our device and it got displayed. So this is one scenario where my application is in foreground. Now my application is in background. So I can able to see even my push notification, and on tapping on that I can just go to my application also. So now I'll kill the application. So the app is not active now. Sorry. So I just need to remove the base method here. So for now we'll just ignore this section completely. So let's deploy this app into the device. And we'll run the notification again. So the first scenario, the second scenario where my app is in background, and now I'll kill my app. So now if you see, there are no apps in background. So I'm just sending the notification again. So you can able to see the notification. Just a second. So you can able to see the notification even in if the app is not active. So so this is the basic concept of just binding up the notification process and using by using Azure Notification Hub. So in the next part we'll see how to customize this particular notification. So in this part we'll see how to customize our notification. So for that we just need to go with notification extensions, where we can just extend our notification appearance. So for that I'm just right clicking on my solution. So add new project. You can able to see notification content extension. If you go to iOS section, and in the extension we can able to see notification content extension. Just click on next. So I'm just specifying it as notification extension, sample notification extension, and this will be bounded to one particular project, which is iOS project. If you see here, my iOS project is the superset. So the extension project that we are going to create now is the subset of that particular superset application. So click on next, and now we'll create the notification content extension project. So this is the sample project. So if you see here, we see entitlements plist, info plist, a storyboard, and the notification view controller. This is basic plain normal view controller that we see in our iOS projects, and it is inheriting from content extension, UN notification content extension. So if any notification comes, so we can just try to get that particular content of that notification. Here in one specific method we see did receive notification, which is of type UN notification. So notification dot request dot content. So in that content we have certain other properties where it could be something, a title or a subtitle, a body, a badge, sound, attachments. So there are certain properties which are available on that particular notification. So using that particular notification request content, we can just get the all the values. For this sample, we'll just try to get some image shown on that particular notification, and we'll see the content also. Okay, so for that we'll just try to design a UI. So I'm just going to storyboard. So I'm just opening the storyboard in Xcode for designing the interface. So looks like my Mac is troubling a lot today. Sorry for that. So we can able to see this notification content extension storyboard. So we'll just try to design our UI. The basic structure will be it will have a normal a label, so which we have seen here also, the label dot text. So we'll remove that, and I just want to increase the notification section. For that I'm just tapping on my view controller and I'm just increasing the height. So let's make it 140, and I don't want this color at all, so we'll make it white or a default one. Done. So we'll just try to add an UI image view, drag and drop. So you can just specify that according to your needs. So you can even apply the constraints. So as of now I'm not dealing with any constraints for this, so I'm just specifying that like this. So now we'll just create an outlet. Sorry. So as we don't have a label, we can just remove this, and even in .h file also. So now we'll drag and drop to create an outlet. I'll mention it as my image view. I don't know, I think it looks like there is any bug or so where it's not creating the property here. So I'm just doing that manually. So whatever the object that we have here is not creating automatically here. So that's fine. Now we'll just get all that synchronizing changes to our project. Now we'll see the designer. So we got our UI image view created, and we got even our error. So we'll just remove this. So before that we just need to check the bundle identifier and even the necessary certificate and profile for this. So this would be the bundle identifier, which is inherited from my iOS project, and this is what the complete bundle identifier which actually takes. So we'll just go to developer.apple.com and we'll try to create that app ID. So we'll go to certificate section. And in that we'll just go to app IDs and we'll create an app ID and we'll make it as my extension. And we'll just explicit bundle ID, or else we can just even specify star also. In that I'm just choosing push notifications and clicking on continue, and we'll just register that. Click on done. We'll just go to extension. We'll edit that. So as you see, it's configurable. So I'm just going to create a certificate. So we'll choose the certificate, click on continue, and we'll download that. Done. I think if we are dealing with a wildcard, then I think it's not necessary to have multiple certificate created. But as I'm using explicit one, I feel like it's looking for a specific certificates for independent project. So I'm just choosing the same app ID. I'm choosing all the devices and extension profile. Continue, and we'll download that, and we'll even install that. Now we'll go to our Xamarin project, and we'll just see our project settings. In the bundle signing, I can able to see my profile, so make it explicit. And there are two things that we need to do here. So when we are trying to deal with push notifications, so we may have certain groups, so we can just create certain groups or certain categories so that it can be identified easily. So for that we will be trying to create a group category here. So if you just go to info plist in your notification extension project, click on source, and here we can able to see NS extension dictionary that got created automatically. So in that we have attributes, so we can able to see UN notification extension category. So this is one specific category, so you can change the category. I'll say like tech talks. I just want to change that as, so this can be modified. And we have that storyboard which is bounded here, and the point identifier which is kind of a default one, and our bundle identifier, and all the properties are same. So this particular category, whatever we have created, we need to send that from our JSON payload, which we are sending through notification hub, whatever that APS JSON payload is there, right? So there we need to pass that particular information. So now we just need to get some beautiful UI image. We'll just try to do a Google. And we'll get some image here. We'll try to get some background images. So we'll take a small one, so that we just need to be very cautious that we cannot load heavy images onto our push notification. So we'll just try to see something. We'll just take a PNG one. So we'll take this beautiful car image. So view image. So it's a JPEG. It's okay. And we'll just copy that particular thing on one safe location. So I'll copy that here. So once our payload is ready, we'll just copy that. So now we'll deal with our payload. So how this payload looks like when I'm trying to deal with a customized look and feel. So we'll just try to get the payload. I hope I have specified somewhere. Yep. So this is my payload. We'll see what are the elements that we have here. So we'll try to replace this. Now you see the same structure that we have earlier. We are trying to use the same structure, but we are trying to extend the properties. We have some more new properties which are there, so we'll try to use that. So here alert is the same thing that we have seen. In that we are mentioning now explicit title, subtitle and the body. And after that we, as I said, like we are specifying a category. So we have just defined a category there. We'll try to replace that category. So this is an important one, so that it can easily identify the notifications and all. And you can just specify the custom sound too. And after that, whatever the image that we have taken here, so we can just take that. And I'll try to replace that particular thing here. Now as you see, like I am creating one more element here with the name my attachment. Okay, so this particular custom section will be under my user info within my notification. So if I talk about notification, it has notification.request.content. So in the content we got to have title, subtitle and all the other information, and even it has a user info section which has all the custom attributes that we specify. So I'm just specifying my attachment. You can just change it according to your need. Let's make it something. So I make it as tech. So now we'll just change this particular information, so that our extension will easily identify this particular extra section that we have created now. So we'll just go to the Xamarin Studio, and we'll try to create that extension. So I just want to have a private method, so get image and un notification, and I'm passing it as notification. This is not mandatory, but I just want to make it something very clean to understand, so I'm just creating a new method. So I just need to download that particular image. So for that, it's just a plain how the process that we do in iOS project. I'm just using the same. So ns data. So I think we just need to include foundation, using foundation. So ns data, data, ns data dot from URL, ns URL dot from string, and we just need to pass the one second, we just need to pass the information here. So I'm just passing the string. So we got multiple overloads here. So notification is the object that we are passing as a parameter, dot user info. Sorry, we'll just make it as content. So we'll use un notification content here. And notification dot user info of, it's an array, new ns string, and we just need to identify the string. So what is that string that we have specified there? Dot toString. We'll close that, and we'll just check what is the name that we have given here. So it's tech. So we just need to pass this tech here as a string value. So, and we'll get the data back. So as you see, like we have just created an image outlet. So we'll use my image view dot image UI image dot load from data, and we'll use data. And we'll just call this method here, and we need to pass notification content object. For that, we'll just go and var content is equals to notification dot request dot content, and we just need to pass this content. That's it. So now we'll just try to build, and we'll see if there are any errors. Our build is successful, and we'll try to deploy that into our device, and we'll verify. Just give us a second so that it deploys the app into your device. Try to deploy that app into a device. So the app got deployed. So there is one specific thing that we need to do, as I have mentioned, like we are dealing with categories and all, so we just need to even define the category even in our iOS project also. So where we'll just try to set that category type here. So we'll just go to finish launching and we'll try to add a piece of code. So for time being, I'm just trying to paste a small code snippet. Just pasting that. So here we are just mentioning the identifier, the node category, and it has certain parameters where we just need to define a notification actions and some string attributes and the category options, so which we can just mention it as a default ones. And we just need to set that notification category. So UN user notification center dot current dot set notification categories, and we need to pass the category. So this is actually ns set, so we just need to use ns set of UN notification category, and we are just passing this category. So now we'll build the application, we'll deploy. So it's deploying. We'll try to have this in parallel. So our application is here. So I'm just sending the notification. So you see our notification, and I'm force tapping on that, so you can able to see the image that we are sending, and even the look and feel. So you can just modify this look and feel according to your need. So it's just like you got the complete control of design, where you have this storyboard. So just create according to your application need, but just be sure to note a point that don't try to load heavy images. And even here you can just even play a video also. So you can try to get a movie player, and you can just pass a URL, and using the streams you can just try to get the data, and you can just play a video too. So So this is how we can just go and create a notification hub, and create a notification UI, and you can just modify according to your application need. So thank you so much, and hope you liked the video. And if you have any queries or questions or concerns, you can just post on my discussion tab in the YouTube channel. So thank you once again.